What is up? Welcome back to Madden 18. Today we're rebuilding the Denver Broncos. There wasn't a lot of people that voted for the same team. The Broncos were the only ones that actually got 2 votes. Shout out to everyone that picked the Broncos, the 2 of them, probably in the middle of the screen. If you want me to rebuild your favorite team or something like that, make sure you comment them down below. I'm thinking Friday we're going to do a special rebuild, most likely, so the teams really don't matter. But for the next one, next Monday, I will pick a team from the comment section of this video and also the comment section from that video. So I think we're gonna do something special, a little like rebuild with a certain stipulations added onto it. But this should be one of 3 videos I'm gonna upload today if I am not lazy. That's what I plan on. This is the first one that I am recording, or this is the second of 3 that I'm recording. So, if you're interested in the Oakland Raiders franchise, we got a video for that coming out today, or it should be already out. And we also have some Battle Royale and MLB The Show 18, but none more of that. But no more of that. If this video hits 30 likes, that'll be just amazing. Smash that like button and let's get in the Denver Broncos. Let's check out their squad. Starting off at quarterback position, they have Brock Osweiler, Trevor Siemian, Paxton Lynch. As I said in the last rebuild, I'm not going to have updated rosters to today through the offseason because every single roster that's in the Madden share area has the rookies from the draft class in free agency or on some teams. I just simply don't want them to be available. So until April 27th, I'm not going to be able to use the current, the current NFL situation is, like Kirk Cousins or Case Keenum on the Broncos, stuff like that. But let's hop in this. As I said, Osweiler, Siemian, and Lynch. At the halfback position, we have CJ Mosley, Devonta Parker, Jamal Charles, and I don't even know who this dude is. D'Angelo Henderson. Demarius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, the big 2, the aging big 2. A 30-year-old Emmanuel Sanders and Demarius Thomas is 29. Probably going to move on for both of them. They're simply just too old, and there's no one else really at the wide receiver position that's any special. I mean, I know Benny Fowler got a couple, I think got like a 3-touchdown game this season, something like that, but it's just nothing really special. Moving to the offensive line, we have Bowles, Garcia, Paradise, Ronald Leary, and Turner. We have a couple young pieces. Leary is 28, probably going to try to find something else, but honestly, they're young, but there's nothing special. So, I mean, it's all right. We can maybe develop them into something, but I'll probably go out and get a couple pieces on the offensive line. It's not like a major need, especially right tackle, left guard, and left tackle. But right guard is probably one of the biggest concerns. If we move to tight end, we have Virgil Green, the GOAT Jake Butt behind him. And tight end is also a position of need as Virgil Green is 29 years old. Moving on to the defense. Moving on to the bread and butter of this team, this defense. And starting off with the best part of the team, the front 7, we have Shaquille Barrett, the absolute monster, 82 overall, 24 years young. Shaquille Barrett's definitely going to be a beast for the future. And we have Todd Davis, the middle linebacker, 25, 82 overall. I mean, absolute beast. Brandon Marshall, he's 27. Might have to move on from him, but, you know, you'll definitely have to move on from him. He's 27. He's going to start regressing, but, you know, he's just middle linebacker number 2. We already have Todd Davis, and then we have Von Miller, one of the best defensive players in the league right now. He's currently 28 years old, superstar development. I think we're going to keep him on the squad, even though he's going to regress. Like, he's obviously not going to improve from 99 overall, and he's 28 years old, so he's going to start regressing. But I don't think his regression is going to be as bad as others because he has superstar development, and he's 99 overall, so he's going to be good for a couple seasons, all that we need him to be. Then we have Darian Stewart, 29 years old. Definitely got to move on from him. Aqib Talib and Chris Harris Jr., both of them probably going to move on. Maybe Chris Harris might stay on the team. I think he's 28. Yeah, he's 28 years old. Might keep him there as a veteran piece. Aqib Talib is just way too old to stay on the team. And then we have the defensive line where we have Harris, Pecco Sr., and Derek Wolfe, all aging pieces besides Harris, which is 26, and then Pecco and Wolfe are getting up there in age, so we might move on from him. And I completely skipped Simmons over here, and, you know, he's 23 years old, 84 overall. So, I mean, he's probably going to stay on the squad, one of the key pieces. But pretty much the only players that are safe that I have 100% guarantee they're safe is nobody on the offense. To be honest, they all could probably go. On defense, I'll probably keep Simmons, Barrett, Davis, Von Miller. Chris Harris Jr. is a maybe. And that's it. Like, no one's really safe. I might want to develop Bradley Roby into something. He is 83 years old. He's 25. He might be safe. But, you know, as always, the first thing, all my rebuilds, let's get several trades done and slowly improve this team in year 1. All right, I've been sitting here for a minute and finally getting our first trade. Moving Ronald Leary and a 3rd-round draft pick to the Atlanta Falcons for Vic Beasley Jr., young 84 overall, left outside linebacker, and he has quick development, so hopefully him and the veteran presence of Von Miller can just turn him into an absolute beast coming off the edge. Moving Harris Janovich in a 7th round draft pick for Devondre Campbell of the Atlanta Falcons. Making another maneuver for an outside linebacker. Might not make any sense, but we're going to try to move him to another team and get something better. We're moving Shaq Barrett Perry Riley Jr. in a 2nd round draft pick to the Philadelphia Eagles for Carson Wentz. I was going to move Devondre Campbell, but I decided to pick him over Shaq Barrett just based off my recent rebuilds. I think Campbell becomes a higher overall over time based off what I've seen in free agency. So I went ahead and chose him. There's only one overall difference in him right now, and I think they're about an age difference, so nothing really changed. 124, 125, and Carson Wentz, 89 overall, 24-year-old quarterback, come in, develop him into the superstar that he pretty much was last year until he got injured, obviously. And you know we have our quarterback of the future. All right, moving Trevor Simeon Parks and Kuanyo. No idea how to pronounce that. For Landon Collins, 92 overall, strong safety added to the team. And Landon Collins on the Broncos, for some reason, I really like that for some reason. Alabama alumni, Landon Collins, one of my favorite safeties in the league right now. Added to this powerhouse of a defense right now. Just look at this defense. We have a Sybil Simmons, Campbell, Todd Davis, Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall might still be moved. I'm pretty sure I'll move him. And we have Von Miller, Landon Collins, Aqib Talib, Chris Harris Jr., Vic Beasley, Pecco, and Wolf. It's a pretty solid squad. We need to pick up a defensive tackle, move Brandon Marshall, but other than that, Aqib Talib also needs to be gone. All right, taking some away from our defense, but adding on to our offense, Aqib Talib, Pecco, senior in the 6th round draft pick for Ezekiel Elliott of the Dallas Cowboys. Superstar halfback, 95 overall, and Ezekiel Elliott and Carson Wentz. A combo that no one would have thought of ever happened. Are meeting in Denver, and imagine that in real life. Just imagine. I'm moving Darian Stewart, Brock Osweiler, and 4th round draft pick for Evan Ingram of the New York Giants. A rookie tight end. He'll be a sophomore in real life, obviously, but a rookie in this game. 86 overall, rookie, young. Develop him into a nice piece as we pick up our tight end of the future right there. Moving Ladarius Green, Brennan Marshall, and Paxton Lynch to the Steelers for David DeCastro, 97 overall, right guard, and adding an absolute monster at the right guard position. I'll take it. Move our backup right guard, a 5th round draft pick to the Cardinals for a 3rd round draft pick, trying to build back some draft picks after we traded a bunch of them. All right, moving Demaryius Thomas, a fullback and a 3rd round draft pick to the Chargers for Joey Bosa, one of the best defensive ends in the game. That's a position we needed, and this front 7 is just godly besides the defensive tackle position. Demaryius Thomas moves, which is sad, but we killed $10 million in just wasted cap, basically. He's just too old, and I'll take $10 million to get rid of an old wide receiver. I moved Watson, CJ Anderson, a 7th round draft pick to the Giants for their 1st round draft pick, accumulating draft picks. I'm moving Reynolds, a 4th round draft pick, a 6th round draft pick for a 3rd round draft pick. Just accumulate draft pick. There's not that much I need to trade the rest of the team for. Moving Emmanuel Sanders, Shane Ray, and a 3rd round draft pick for Amari Cooper. Moving on from the old man Emmanuel Sanders. Shane Ray was just being irrelevant because we had so much talent in the front 7 and 3rd round draft pick to move out to a young wide receiver, Amari Cooper, former Alabama alumni, 87 overall with quick development, a nice receiver for Carson Wentz to throw to. And I think that's all we're gonna do for the season. We made a lot of moves, but there's really nothing I can do else besides move talent that I want to keep. But look at this defense. Simmons, Campbell, Todd Davis, C.O. Moore, Von Miller, Landon Collins, Chris Harris Jr., Bradley Roby, Vic Beasley, big man himself, Vince Wilfork, and Joey Bosa. And then on the offense, we have Amari Cooper, Carson Wentz, Ezekiel Elliott, Evan Ingram, David DeCastro, some young offensive linemen. I honestly have no idea how this team is going to fare this season. They could be 8-8. They could be 8-8. That's not even possible only halfway through the season. They could be 4-4. They could be 8-0. They can be 0-8. I doubt that one, but I have no idea how this team is going to perform. All right, moving to the halfway point in the season. We're currently 3-4 up against the Eagles. Carson Wentz against his home team. 3-4. I mean, I can't say I'm disappointed or anything because I honestly didn't expect anything from the team, but we re-sign our free agents. Todd Davis is really the only one that I want to throw money at. And we bring Todd Davis back on a cheap deal, 5 years, keeping him. And then we have Virgil Green. Don't really need him. Matt Paradise. Not going to throw him anything. Other than that, there's honestly no one I really want to sign. If anyone sticks out at the end of the season, I might throw an offer at them. But Todd Davis stays on the team, #1 middle linebacker. And we're going to move to the playoffs. And hopefully we might get a wild card or something like that. I moved to the end of the season. We did not make the playoffs. 2 players have regressed, apparently. Probably Chris Harris. Or, never mind. 2 randoms. But let's see our final record at the end of the season. We finished 8-8. One of the things I predicted at the start. We finished 8-8. Didn't make the playoffs, sadly. Only one game behind the Chiefs. Let's see the statistics that led us to this point. We had Carson Wentz with 4,100 yards, 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Rushing-wise, Todd Gurley, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns. Devontae Booker right behind him, picking up 7. Receiving-wise, 1,100 yards, or 1,200 yards by Amari Cooper and 5 touchdowns. Not really that many touchdowns. I mean, Wentz only threw 20, so, I mean, the math adds up. Blocking-wise, who gave it the most sacks? 18 by Garrett Bowles. One of the young guys I was depending on, giving up 18, which kind of sucks. Defense, 149 tackles by Todd Davis, 105 by Von Miller. Tackles for loss, we had 11 by Vince Wilfork. Sacks, we had 16 by Von Miller, 12.5 by Vic Beasley. My God. Interceptions, 3 by Todd Davis. Todd Davis, 149 tackles and 3 interceptions. Okay. And touchdowns, he picked up 2. Todd Davis, Defensive Player of the Year? Book it. Let's see the yearly awards. Going into MVP, we do not have anybody I don't see, which does suck. But Offensive Player of the Year, let's see. We have Ezekiel Elliott finishing in 7th. Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller coming in 1st. Todd Davis coming in 2nd. This defense is just too amazing. Offensive Player of the Year, we didn't have anybody. Defensive Player of the Year, we had, or Defensive Rookie of the Year, we had Brendan Langley. Jesus Christ, I cannot talk. But you know, number 1 and number 2 in Defensive Player of the Year. I'm happy. I moved to the free agency. We have $51.22 million in cap room, so we go out there and sign someone nice. There's normally not anyone special in free agency the first year. We have LeGarrette Blount, Spencer Ware. Nothing we really need. Just a bunch of tight ends and halfbacks. And we have a right end. Honestly, nothing that benefits the team is here. John Sullivan right there, 33 years old. There's really no one here. Yeah, as always, there's no one in free agency the first year. There were a couple offers at some people that will help, and Haloti Nada signed on. One of the guys that threw a contract at, also threw a contract at a middle linebacker. Hopefully he signs, and he rejects my offer, which is amazing. And we move to the draft. We have the 3rd draft pick in the draft, which is amazing. All these dudes to select from. We move back 1 pick and pick up a 2nd round draft pick. I'll take that. We're gonna pick Jamarcus Chancey. Hopefully something nice. Superstar development. There we go. 24th ranked. Draft him at 4, but superstar development is super nice. His type is route runner, but the dude has 96 speed, 93 acceleration. What a pickup. 22-year-old Jamarcus Chancey from the University of Stanford. Superstar development, and you guys say I can't draft. Back rebuilds with superstar wide receivers. I got my next pick, Ronald Baker, 78 overall, normal development. Drafted him at 16, ranked 26, another wide receiver. Wide receiver is a huge hole in the team, so we went out and picked up 2. This one didn't work out as well. You know, he's not a superstar, but he has normal development. All right, I lied. I can't draft. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. All right, here's the team going into season number 2. As always, you know, Carson Wentz, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, the dynamic trio. The offensive line still needs some work. Evan Ingram's still there. We have Ronnie Baker right here. Where's the superstar development? Okay, we need to start superstar guy. Put him at number 2. Ronnie Baker at number 3. When you have a superstar development, you're going to make the top of the lineup. I don't know why he was at 4. So let's check out our defense. Let's check out our defense. The thing that makes this team great. And we're still looking good. We got a downgrade at middle linebacker. Carlos Dansby, the 36-year-old, sitting there. But hopefully we can actually make the playoffs this season. Maybe a wild card. I don't know. Move to the middle point of the season. See where we are. Move to the midway point of the season. And we're 2-5. We signed Landon Collins to a 5-year deal. I guess we got that going for me. We have a lot of dudes to re-sign. Vic Beasley comes back on a 4-year deal. And bring back Bradley Roby to a 4-year deal. Amari Cooper's the only guy I need to resign. Hopefully, we can do it next week. And we signed Amari Cooper back on a 4-year deal. And once again, we did not make the playoffs. We finished the season at 5-11. Here we go to the stats that led us to a horrible season. I mean, 8-8 to 5-11. But we finished 4,700 yards, 38 touchdowns, 26 interceptions. The interception numbers are going up, which sucks. Might be because the wide receivers aren't good, but it sucks. 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns by Ezekiel Elliott, 7 touchdowns by Devontae Parker. Receiving wise, 1,500 yards by Amari Cooper, 10 touchdowns. What a season by Amari Cooper. The rookie Chancey going with 800 yards and 5 touchdowns. Evan Ingram picking up 12 touchdowns himself with 847 yards. Blocking, Garrett Bowles once again gave us the most. That's great. Defense, Todd Davis leads the team once again, 135 tackles. Carlos Dansby picking up 107, and Von Miller with 100 exactly. Tackles for loss, we had 7 by Von Miller and Vic Beasley. Sacks, we had 31 by Von Miller and Vic Beasley combined. Oh my God. What are the other quarterbacks? Chris Harrison, 8 interceptions. Okay. The team had so many sacks, we had so many interceptions, and we went 5-11. How bad was the offense have to be? How bad was the offense? We go to the yearly awards. Let's see where we're at. MVP, we had Carson Wentz finishing in number 9. Offensive Player of the Year, he finished in 6th. And then Defensive Player of the Year, we didn't have anybody win it. What? We had nobody? We had 16 sacks, 15 sacks, and 8 interceptions, and nobody. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Baker coming in at number 3. Chancey coming in at number 4. The 2 wide receivers that we drafted. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we had nobody. I don't understand the voters. What are they doing? It might be record, like we might have went 5-11. They hated on them, but those numbers are ridiculous. All right, we go to free agency season number 2. We have $55 million in cap room, and let's see who we got to sign. Jason Verrett is there. We're looking pretty good at cornerback. Larry Fitz is there. Only if we didn't have so many guys right there. Crawley, Clay Matthews, Rob Kelly, Marquise Goodwin, Adam Levitre, TJ Yeldon, Robert Ayers, Marshawn Lynch, Jermaine Kearse, Darrell Freeman. So pretty solid free agents, but no one we really like that helps our team. We go ahead and sign Preston Smith, Adam Levitre. Jordan Phillips does not sign with us, which sucks. We really do need a defensive tackle. So we're going to have to sign another vet and just kind of use them like we did last year with Haloti Ngata. We signed Perry Riley and Woods, some vets to come in and fit in with the team. And we move to the draft. We have all our draft picks. I believe might have traded some. We had the 5th overall draft pick because we did go 5-11. So hopefully pick up something nice. Offensive line would help. Definitely don't need a quarterback, which are the first 2 things on the board. Nothing really here, so I'm going to trade back a couple spots, pick up a few more draft picks, and probably pick a right tackle or something like that. I couldn't find a deal to trade back, so we're going to pick up Isaiah Robinson, quick development, ranked 27, draft him at 5th. I'll take that. He has low awareness, so we can, that's a statistic that we can quickly move up. Will help out. Quick development, 78 overall. I'll take that. No, it's besides the superstar wide receiver we got last draft, that's definitely an upgrade from the last draft. You just take that guy away, because last draft was pure garbage. The second round, we pick another offensive lineman, Frank Davenport, 74 overall, ranked 23rd, draft him at 37. Normal development, add him to the squad. And I think that's all we're going to draft in offensive line. Pick up 2 young men to come in and hopefully help us out. Defensive tackle's the position we needed. He's ranked 35. We drafted him at 69, 77 overall. Quick development. Huge pickup right here. Deron Wisham. I'll take that. Apparently, we didn't have a 3rd round or I think we had a 3rd. We didn't have a 4th round. Look, turns out that we didn't have a 4th round draft pick coming here. Nobody really on our board. So I guess I'm going to trade away our 5th round draft pick. We'll just take the Browns 3rd. Here's a quick recap of our team. We're starting our 2 rookie offensive linemen, Robinson and Davenport. And then you have all our all-stars around. Not going to go over it because you guys know the team. There we go. Move to the midway point of the season. Oh, almost actually skips 10 years. Move to the midway point of the season. That's my alarm. That's great. But hopefully make the playoffs this season. I'm feeling confident that we will. Definitely better than 5-11 at least. All right, we're to the midway point of the season. We have a couple people we need to resign. Ezekiel Elliott, Joey Bosa, Chris Harris, throw him a 1-year deal. Carson Wentz, Justin Simmons, Devondre Campbell. Just a bunch of guys we need to resign. Sign Chris Harris to another 1-year deal. Carson Wentz signs on for a 5-year deal. Devondre Campbell comes back on a 5-year deal. Joey Bosa comes on to a 5-year deal. Justin Simmons comes back on a 4-year deal. And Ezekiel Elliott comes back on a 5-year deal. And we actually made the playoffs. We finished 10-6. There we go, man. We finished 2nd in the division behind the 13-3 Chargers. We actually made the playoffs for the first time. Let's see the statistics that led us to this point, though. 4,600 yards, 43 touchdowns, and 17 interceptions by Carson Wentz. What a season. Rushing-wise, 1,400 yards and 13 touchdowns by Ezekiel Elliott. Booker behind him, always picking up 7 touchdowns. Always getting those, always stealing touchdowns from Ezekiel Elliott. Receivings-wise, Amari Cooper, 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns. Ronell Baker coming in with 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Evan Ingram getting 10 touchdowns himself, 11 yards from 1,000 yards. And Chancey having a down year, which kind of sucks. Blocking, 12 sacks by Garrett Bowles. The dude always gives up sacks, but other than that, the rookie Isaiah Robinson gave up 4, and then nothing. Defensive-wise, we had 131 tackles by Todd Davis, 117 by Von Miller. Tackles for loss, we had 8 by Von Miller, 20 sacks by Von Miller, 16 by Vic Beasley, and 10.5 by Joey Bosa. This defense is just too good. 5 interceptions by Perry Riley Jr., and they would get any defensive touchdowns. We didn't have any last season. We don't have any this season. If Von Miller isn't the Rookie of the Year, what is this? What is this? Carson Wentz finishing 4th MVP voting. We go Offensive Player of the Year. Brett Hundley wins it. Okay. Carson Wentz comes in 2nd. And the Defensive Player of the Year, Von Miller. There we go. Our main man. And we had Todd Davis finishing in 8th. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we had nobody. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we had nobody. But here we go. Hopefully we win our wild card matchup. We are the away team. And we pick up the dub playing against our division rival, the Los Angeles Chargers. Let's pick up a W right there. And we do make it to the AFC Conference Championship. We'll make the Super Bowl in our first time in this. And we lost. Nope. GG. We lost 45-29 against the Ravens. But it's pretty solid. We made it to the AFC Championship our first time in the playoffs. Carson Wentz doing what he does. And next season, we're definitely winning the Super Bowl, boys. All right, move to free agency. We have $27 million in cap room. And Jalen Ramsey is there. You know, we're obviously going to throw an offer at Jalen Ramsey. It's the first time in a rebuild that I've actually had money to throw at him. All right, threw a ton of offers out there. Hopefully, we sign the guys as Laremy Tunsil, Jalen Ramsey. The left guard rejects it. We sign in a middle linebacker. As Jalen Ramsey comes in, we sign a new left tackle because Bowles was just giving up too many sacks. So we go out and get Laremy Tunsil. And look at this. We have Jalen Ramsey, Chris Harris Jr., Bradley Roby. Oh, man. Threw a couple more offers. Hopefully bring in the guys that will help us. Sean Robinson, I apologize, comes in. Alabama alumni comes. And he's probably going to be our defensive tackle. And all we need is a left guard. Hopefully this guy signs. There we go. Adam Levitri re-signs. And the team is looking nice for next season. And we go into the draft. And we go to the NFL draft. We have the 30th pick in the first round. And is there anybody here that will help us out? Pick halfback David Simpson. Normal development, 81 overall. Ranked 6th in the draft. Draft him at 30, being a backup halfback. Because really nothing we need. We're a pretty well-rounded team. And I'll take that. There's no one there that really fit any... There's no real holes. And then my next pick is ranked 232. Whoa! So we end the draft. This is a quick look at our team going into the 4th season. We have Amari Cooper, 97 overall. Baker, 84 overall. I wanted Baker to play the wide receiver number 2. 89 overall. Chancey, Ezekiel Elliott, 99. Carson Wentz, 94 overall. Jake Butt is our fullback. Evan Ingram, 91 overall. Robinson, 84. DeCastro, 96. Evanport, 81. Levitri, 82. And Laremy Tunsil, 84. Pretty solid offense. Moving to the defense, though. You know, every year I say it, the best part of the team. And, you know, whenever you can bring in Jalen Ramsey to an whenever you can bring in Jalen Ramsey to an already stud defense, like, just look at it. Chris Harris Jr., Jalen Ramsey, Bradley Roby, Simmons, Lana Collins, Campbell, Davis, Kwiatkowski, Von Miller, Vic Beasley Jr., Joey Bosa. We don't have a defensive tackle, so we're going to have to sign a free agent there, as we've done every single year, but this team going 16-0. I completely forgot we signed a Sean Robinson, so we have an 86 overall defensive tackle there. So yeah, this defense, legendary. Better than the 85 Bears, if you ask me. Speaking of the Bears, we're playing them. Let's move to the midway point of the season and see where we're at. And here we go. We move to the end of the season. I know I said midway point, but we go ahead and skip it to the end. We finished 12-4 atop of the division. There we go. And we also got a first round bye. Let's see the season. Carson Wentz, 4,100 yards, 46 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. What a season by Carson Wentz. Rushing-wise, 1,400 yards and 13 touchdowns by Ezekiel Elliott. The rookie running back picking up 15 touchdowns and 503 rushing yards. I knew he was going to be a nice first-round draft pick. Receiving-wise, Evan Ingram with 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. Chancey with 1,300 yards and 15 touchdowns. Baker with 8 touchdowns on 759 yards. And Amari Cooper, 1,400 yards on 11 touchdowns. And he had the 4th most receptions, and he had the most yards. Amari Cooper, what a beast. Blocking-wise, Laremy Tunsil gave up 12. The left tackle position is just not that good for me this time. Defensive-wise, Todd Davis always leading the team in tackles. 127 tackles for loss. We had 7 by Sean Robinson. Sacks, we had 15 by Von Miller, 10 by Vic Beasley, 6.5 by Bosa and Campbell. A down year, to be honest. Normally, the team's always just standing out, but I guess with a better offense, they stuck up. They played better. Or they less time. I don't even know. I guess with the better offense, they're not going to do anything. Jalen Ramsey, 6 interceptions. Bradley Roby with 5. And then we're going to see if we got any defense touchdowns. We did. We finally got one. We got one from Jalen Ramsey and Todd Davis. Let's check out these awards. And Carson Wentz definitely won MVP. Showed that to me. Carson Wentz coming in an MVP. There we go. I'll take that. He had a very solid season. And hopefully we are all over this board with players of the year. Actually, Carson Wentz is the only one for offensive player of the year. Defense player, Von Miller, then Todd Davis. Once again, the dynamic duo coming in. The best linebackers in the league. Simpson coming in third for offensive rookie of the year with his 15 touchdowns. Was it 15? Was it 15? Yeah, 15. He came in third. Come on. We're to the divisional round, a.k.a. the first round of the playoffs for us, at least, because we did get the first round bye. Hopefully, we went up against the 12-4 Ravens, the team that knocked us out last time. We're up against the 10-6 Jaguars. Jalen Ramsey making a home return. Well, I mean, we're playing in Denver, playing against his old team in the conference championship, and hopefully we pick up a dub. And we made the Super Bowl. There we go. 6 touchdowns by Carson Wentz. Okay. And here we go in the Super Bowl. Hopefully we pick up a dub. Starting off with a touchdown. Start of the game. Another touchdown. It's a 14-0 game. To start off, MVP quarterback Carson Wentz. Another touchdown. Oh, it's a blowout. 21-0. Ezekiel Elliott got the touchdown right there. And we moved to halftime up 24-0. Oh, we're done. Oh, another field goal. They score a touchdown. Okay, they're making a little comeback, but we're up by 17 points going into the fourth quarter. I think that's a GG. It's got to be at least. And there we go. We end it 34-10. We pick away the easy dub. First Super Bowl we were in. You know, we made it to the AFC Championship last year. We brought in Jalen Ramsey. He's like the Kevin Durant of the NFL. Whoa! But the Denver Broncos are Super Bowl champions. We were successful in this rebuild, and I'll take it. Pretty solid rebuild. I would say probably the best team I've ever rebuilt, to be honest. And this is our 10th rebuild, so we've done a couple, and I gotta say, this is probably my favorite. But man, that's gonna be it for me. Like the video. I did say if we hit 30 likes, that would be great. Friday, we will have a special rebuild. Make sure you check out the Oakland Raiders franchise video that we had today. Super Bowl MVP, Ezekiel Elliott. It's pretty awesome. But that's gonna be it for me. Like the video, subscribe to join the Goon Squad, and I am out. Deuce.
We're far from good, not good from far. 90 miles per hour down Compton Boulevard, with the top down, screaming we don't give a fuck. Drink my 40 ounce of freedom while I roll my blunt, 'cause the kids just ain't alright.